If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC24, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC24 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 6% using promo code Inception at checkout. Okay guys, so we just finished the review for Seedorf's card, and we have a new evolution today. That is probably going to be a big evolution because honestly, when cards do not have a press proven in this game, they're actually annoying to use left stick dribbling wise. Like honestly, if I were to play the game next year for content creation again, like whatever evolution comes out that has press proven plus, like I would have to give that to them, because when cards do not have it, man, the left stick is just so irritating to work with responsiveness wise, right? But this one is called the Lucky Sevens. These cards are definitely going to be extinct on the market. You have to be really, really lucky to pack them, because to be honest, or not pack them, but to buy them, because truth be told, it transforms a very large majority of these cards, right? You're definitely going to want to give these improvements to specific types of cards. From what I see, I would not go in the direction of giving it to a defender unless it's a fullback. A fullback I would not mind with certain things, right? So this card, as an example, reindeers. I was supposed to call them reindeers, but it might actually be his name, who knows. But obviously, these playstyle pluses for a card like this, with the way that it's formatted, it would make sense, right? But yeah, some of the big choices that you'll see are choices that, in my opinion, definitely make sense for how these cards would generally perform, right? So be mindful that with the playstyle pluses, you get first touch plus and press proven plus. So the reason why that's so important to mention is because with the first touch plus, if you look at the description of it, like for me, I think first touch plus is honestly, in my opinion, super irrelevant unless the card actually dribbles well. I don't really care that much about first touch plus, but this makes these cards significantly better, because look at what it says. Has a minimal error when trapping the ball and is able to transition to dribbling much faster with greater control. But the first part, honestly, I don't really care that much about, but the second part is where I care a lot about it, right? So imagine for a card like Ronaldo, usability wise, right, for a much cheaper option in comparison to some of the other cards, for people that want to use Ronaldo but want to use a card that's still going to be competent in the meta of the gameplay. Imagine being able to use a card like this now, which, yeah, you know, his balance is still at a 77, but now is working with press proven plus and the first touch plus to be able to actually move with the card, because he has good base card stats in some other areas, right? Like he still has a 99 sprint speed, he still has a 99 jumping, 99 heading accuracy. So for the meta of the game, this is still going to be a very solid option to work with if you actually want to choose Ronaldo. Like, you know how sometimes in the past, when we've done reviews for some of the evolution players, and I told you guys every single time, like Ronaldo is not a relevant card to Evo because these improvements are just not good enough. Now it gets good enough, right? Like these playstyle pluses make more sense to use these cards for people that obviously can't afford the other versions, right? So you can get pretty much any of them, right? There's this one too, but this one has the Trivela plus. I would probably go with the Trivela plus one more, just because, actually no, because this one has lower balance, I think. Engine chemistry style, no, 99, 96. No, I mean Trivela plus, I like the Trivela plus more than the power shot, but it depends on the person, right? Because power shot's actually good if you utilize it properly. But yeah, Ribery, another pretty solid example of this. So it's kind of crazy, right? Because there's this team of the year card that obviously is going to go down in value because this card looks pretty good. Playstyles wise, the main difference I would say is the lack of finesse shot plus. I think finesse shot plus is definitely very nice, but I will say, right, like when it comes to dribbling, this card doesn't have a trickster plus or a press proven. This card gets the first touch and the press proven, so his dribbling stats and where they're at on a Hawk chemistry style is well formatted, right? Mid 90s area, high 90s area, while working with the playstyle pluses is very important. Sure, you lack in not having the finesse shots as much, but I mean the card is 5-star. Like this card will be able to cook in the meta of the gameplay 100%, right? Pace is being maximized, your shooting's in the mid 90s area and above. 87 stamina is like a decent cutoff as well, so Obviously, if you do have this card, which is most likely going to be extinct, it makes a big difference, right? Like his responsiveness is going to be significantly better in comparison to the other cards, right? Bellingham's card, honestly, another pretty good choice, especially if you end up using him as the attacking oriented center mid. If you want like a cheaper alternative that isn't the team of the season, because the card still has a lot of really good stuff to look into. On a shadow chemistry style, the pace is in a pretty decent area, not like too crazy, but it's in a decent area. You give him the shadow, but he has base card stats in multiple areas of the card that makes him pretty decent as that attacking oriented center mid, because they give him dribbling playstyles. Remember that he still has base playstyles as well that are pretty decent, right? Like intercept, finesse shot, relentless, a quick step, right? So a lot of really cool stuff to work with. And excuse me, it's a cheaper alternative to the team of the season card. Again, with cards like Peter Crouch, it definitely makes a very, very huge difference. Like this is another card that's probably going to be extinct, yeah. Because these playstyle pluses will, I would honestly, I wouldn't even assume, I would just know that this guy is probably going to be an absolute monster in game. The reason being for this is because now, again, you give him an engine, or you give him a leg feed, depending on like the direction that you want to go, obviously. For me, I'd give an engine because I always want to have the left stick, and I want to be able to utilize the left stick more on this card because he actually has the playstyle pluses now. So imagine a card like this that can dribble well on the floor, but is now pretty good in the air as well, right? So power header plus, working with an aerial, having really good physical stats, and then on an engine chemistry style, you're making his dribbling better, but his base card stats for finishing is in a good area with a 5-star weak foot. Like this is another very clear and obvious choice because the playstyles work hand in hand with how the card can potentially perform in game. So very big improvement for a card like that as well. This is a really good evolution. You're gonna have a bunch of people that you can choose. Honestly, there's gonna be a lot of players. Is this the, hold on, is this the most recent Ramirez? Intercept plus, and then the pass, and then this one's just intercept plus. Yo, an improved version of the Ramirez? Let me see this one. 4-star, 4-star. This Ramirez card, like, you know that time period that they were releasing like all of these fantasy hero cards as SBCs, and they were so incredibly outdated. It should have been Ramirez during that time period. This card was really good during that time period. You know what? This one has potential. The only problem is that it's 4-star, 3-star, but it's not like super horrible to work with a worse weak foot. But I think at this point, you do want a minimum 4-star, 4-star for most of the players in the game, right? Unless they're like defenders, more specifically center backs. But even still, like the weak foot, always more important to work with in that area. But yeah, Ramirez looks pretty cool. Hyungmin Sun's another example of a card you can improve on the engine chemistry style and make him pretty decent. Team of the season one already had press proven, so you don't necessarily have to go on the evolution route. But it's like, you know, if you have the inform card, you put a free evolution on him, it's pretty cool. I mean, the improvements are definitely nice. The stat improvements, team of the season wise, is better, so I'd probably just stick with that one because he already has the press proven plus. Like the first touch plus and the press proven plus together would make him like really nice in the dribble. But team of the season Sun was one of those cards that you would have to like use as like a champs card from the rewards and then improve it from that. So basically, like, they basically tell you like, hey, you can make cards even better, right? It was basically like this one, I'm pretty sure. It's just like the one, but it makes a difference, right? It makes a difference on these cards. This is where I would ignore it more. Center backs and stuff, I wouldn't go that direction. But these are the cards that are like trending more. Like the taller players that play in the midfield, way more relevant, especially if they have like intercept plus. If they have intercept plus and they're taller players that are now given first touch plus and press proven plus, that would be crazy. So if Loftus-Cheek, for instance, has one, that'd be really good. This card still looks good. He still has a regular intercept. A regular technical base card stats for the card is well formatted. For an AC Milan player, like huge W on this one. Really good improvements. The usability is definitely there for sure. Very nice. Valverde, similar situation. Good improvements for this card with the first touch plus press proven from the rare gold card too. But this card was pretty nice too. Like the play styles that he was given on that one was nice. Honestly, more defensive stuff would be way more relevant. I would say this is another very good example of a card that I think would be really worth looking into. I can almost guarantee is extinct. Yeah, for Xerxes for sure, because Xerxes during that time period was actually like a cheap beast, to be honest. Like very good physical type attacker. So now with the evolution version, you get very good improvements in the card because he gets the press proven plus, the first touch plus, and he still has those physical aspects to him, right? So you would give him an engine. He's a controlled lengthy player, really well formatted in multiple areas of the card, right? Pace is there, dribbling is there, passing is there, shooting is 99. Like this is a pretty crazy card. Like regardless of him only being a 4-star, it's still a very good physical type attacker. It would have been cool if he had a 5-star something, but it's still very nice for sure. See, this is where it gets really interesting for people that have completed cards and kept them in their teams. Like look at this Kamara card, right? So already originally had intercept plus, now has the first touch and the press proven on an anchor chemistry style, not even a shadow, right? On an anchor chemistry style. Really good increase that we can actually show. Over here we can't. Let me go here. Is he not here? Kamara? This one here. Nope, not that one. Mara. Yeah, so this one, right? And you go the anchor route. And then look at this card, right? 99 acceleration, 97 sprint speed. Shooting is in a fantastic area. You give him defensive stats with intercept plus. And then if you feel like his interceptions is a little bit on the lower side, then you can just give him a shadow, right? Doesn't give him the pace boost that some people would want, but like a +8 in interceptions for him would be a really big deal. And this is a good card in game. Like if you needed the link ups with certain players or whatever it was, like this is a really, really crazy card. Honestly, he looks fantastic. Dribbling stats in a fantastic area as well with the dribbling play styles. As a midfielder, he looks really good. Really, really good for sure. What else we got here? Saliba, again, I would skip over the center back cards for sure. These cards I would not skip over. Like Isaac's another very good example. Let me see here. By the way, this Conceição card looks really cool. Where is it? Isaac's the one that's trending here. Yeah. So this card here, similar situation, right? So I've used evolution Isaac cards, and I'll tell you this right now, like he's actually really nice. Really nice. This card will be really good in game, I think. Dribbling stat increase will be great. Power shot plus with the shooting of the card will be really nice. Pace, passing in a very good area as well. He's got jumping with heading accuracy. Just an all-around good card, I think, man. Like it just, as an attacker, he looks like he could be fantastic in game as well, right? So some very good options here for a card like that as well. More Ronaldo cards. Billing, a Bournemouth player who does not originally have intercept plus. No intercept either. But for Bournemouth fans, a W, right? Because this card, you probably give like a shadow to. Maybe even an engine, to be honest. Because his interceptions is already really high, right? You give him an engine. This is a very usable card as well, right? Very good play styles. He's 6'6", so taller player that will actually be able to move around the pitch really quickly. And he's left-footed as well. So yeah, this is a crazy evolution. There's gonna be a bunch of cards that you can go with this one. Alexander Arnold. I think his pace split is not. Oh, never mind. Really? So you get those playstyle pluses and that pay split. That's not bad. Yeah, not bad. I wouldn't waste it on that, but you know, Bissek, center back, I wouldn't go with center backs. What about from the player of the month? The player of the month has never received anything, eh? He did the decisive pass, but yeah, people won't do it on Griezmann. It for me, it's a waste on Griezmann, man. I think with the press proven plus, like, it's not a waste because the dribbling will be better, which is obviously always a W no matter what. But in comparison to some of the other cards for usability, like, I would probably go in their direction instead. De Jong gets one too. I wasn't like super insanely impressed with De Jong at the price range at this point in the game, but be mindful that when this card came out, different time period, different patch, different players that exist in the game nowadays. It was still a decent card. I still liked him, but it wasn't like as crazy as I thought it would be. This De Jong from the inform gets improved as well. It's gone up 11k. Van Persie would make sense, physical type attacker, but I don't really see people going in that direction, which would make sense. Bellingham, Isak, Son. Keane would be good. Keane would be really good. Base hero catch up into lucky sevens. Yeah, this card would be crazy in game. Oh, 4-star, 4-star. A little bit outdated in that for the attack, but I still think you would do okay. I mean, the playstyles are still decent, but with Xerxes, trust me, like, that card, physical type attacker wise, is kind of crazy. Makes these cards more usable too, like Riziki. 4-star, 5-star, but this one's 4-star, 4-star, right? Yeah. I mean, Shadow does boost him. Does boost him. Let's see easy SBC here. Okay, so you got Crouch, you got Leeds Malo, Keynes, Fleming. Sorry guys, I've been sick for like 4 or 5 days because Canada's weather likes to be cold, hot, windy, rainy, like crazy. It's insane over here. Look at the center back card. That's interesting. I'm trying to see if there's like ones that are like that really pop up to me. Like for me, I think the ones that are trending on Footbin make sense. Like Ronaldo's for sure. Even the Rangers is actually a nice card too, because he actually has some nice stuff. That Kamara SPC was really cool. Ribery looks pretty good too. Xerxes for sure. Isak. Hopefully the sentimental cards have like way more options. Like there's going to be cards that will just perform generally better because they're given these playstyles. Like even Savanier, right? Dribbling's in a good area. Hunter chemistry style to boost the pace and the shooting. Sprint speed is kind of low though. Oh, Rapinoe's a good one. Yeah, that'll be a good one. People hate her, but this will be a good card in FIFA. If you're building a female team, that's a really saucy card. Base card stats already has a finesse shot plus, and you're making her more responsive. Yeah, that would be pretty crazy, to be honest. Would be pretty crazy. White gets one? Oh, like lucky sevens. I mean, the playstyles are not bad. Makes them better in the dribbling department for the right back position. I'm not against that. João Felix. I'm not going to lie to you guys. João Felix would be way more agile to work with. I'm not going to lie. It might be his best ever card. Because João Felix's main thing that always throws me off is that they make evolutions where like the dribbling feels better than what it did before. But his dribbling always feels a certain way, right? With this card, that changes completely because, I mean, you'd give him like a hawk. He would be well formatted in the physical, shooting, and pace department. Passing would be in a better area, but now he could dribble. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, evolution-wise, what is this from? What is that João Felix from? That card's gonna be extinct. Because I'm telling you, that might be his best version. Because it makes a big difference, man. Yeah. For sure it would be extinct, because that's a really big difference, man. I'm telling you. Because João Felix always feels weird in the dribbling department. Now that his dribbling is better, like, if I was building a Portuguese team, I would try to get this card. I never tried this card. He might actually be good in the dribbling department too, but I never gave him a shot. But, I mean, a significantly cheaper version if you could get your hands on the other one. Quickstep and technical are really good, though. But it's not press proven. Well, the thing is that Trickster Plus, because like I said, I didn't try out this card, so I don't know what he's like. But Trickster Plus and Press Proven Plus definitely helps a lot in the dribbling department. But yeah, evolution-wise, that's really good. Because he usually has really rough dribbling. I don't mind it for these like fullback players too, especially a card like this, Nets, who already has Relentless. Like, that's pretty good. Look at Richarlison. Oh my goodness! Look, you can make him a better dribbler, because that's usually like the rough part about the card. The better dribbling is nice though. Not bad. Not bad on this card. Make him more responsive in the dribbling department while making his defensive stats better with Intercept Plus. That's pretty good. This would be a crazy card too. Yeah, he'd be crazy. Shadow on him. Pace boost. I keep putting the chemistry salad as if it's going to add it to them. But yeah, pace boost and a defending boost would be nuts on this card. Look at all the play styles would be super relevant for him. I'd make this video way longer, guys, because of all the options that you have, but I have to cut it short because evolution, these types of videos, you do a lot of talking, and I'm just not fit to do a lot of talking right now. But I think we've covered a lot of the main cards. The advice that I'll give you guys is, for midfielders, look for tall players that have Intercept Plus. For attackers, tall players that have good dribbling. Like that Peter Crouch card is a very good example of someone that can really pop off in game, right? Because for the taller players to be able to dribble, it's like Darwin Nunez, right? Like Darwin Nunez being able to dribble now, like, makes the card significantly better to use. But yeah. We'll end the video there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys for the next one, okay? Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.